Hi, I'm Alex, founder and CEO of Sunflower Labs. I want to take a moment to tell you about our system and show you how it works. First of all, Sunflower Labs, we're building a remote autonomous security system. Essentially what this means, it's a system which consists of three components. There is a drone, which is your flying security camera that can go to anywhere on your property and record and capture video of anything that you want. There's a set of sensors and a base station. Let me tell you a little bit about each component. The Sunflower is essentially a garden light. It looks like a garden light, it works like a garden light, but in reality it's a very sophisticated motion and vibration sensor that is capable of identifying and classifying people, animals, and cars and triangulating them depending where they go on your property. If they detect something unusual, they will send you an alert and you can deploy the Bee. The Bee is our fully autonomous drone. Essentially, it is a flying security camera, and it has the special lenses and sensor of a security camera that's capable of working in really low light conditions. And this drone can fly anywhere on your property completely autonomously while avoiding any type of obstacles. You can see we have obstacle avoidance sensors at the bottom and the custom landing camera, so when the drone needs to come back, it will land in the third component, the Hive. The Hive is a base station and a landing platform for the drone, as well as a central communication system for everything in our product. It has a special custom landing funnel, which is countered to the shape of our drone, so the drone essentially just slides in, even if it doesn't land exactly in the center. It has special charging rings, which will come in contact with the charging pins that you see at the bottom of the propeller guards right here. And when it's done, the doors close and the system is essentially protects the drone from any type of weather and keeps it charged so it's ready to go at any time. And of course, we have a really nice user interface that will let you see what's happening on your property and to be able to either send the drone or watch the video that it captured in the past. Well, let me actually show you how it works live. Make this full screen. I'll get out of the way. Whoop. So this is my actual iPad. See, I have it right here. And you can see my actual house on this iPad, as well as all of the activity that was detected around my home. Well, you know, it's quarantine times, so there isn't much going on. So occasionally there's a person in the back. That's me walking around. There's occasionally somebody at the front door. That's probably also me checking my mail. And generally, it's been a pretty mellow time. But in case something did happen, one of these messages will come to you as a push notification, and you'll be able to react to it. So let's just imagine that something was detected at my back door, and I wanted to take a look at what's going on. Well, I can just push this button here, and this shows me where I'm allowed to fly. The green outline is the geofence of my property, so the drone will not leave this particular geofence. And all of the little dots show me where I can look. So these are predefined locations. Think of them as virtual security cameras. And let's say I want to take a look at my backyard. So I'm just going to click this point, and I'm going to click Inspect. Within about 5 seconds, the doors open and the drone takes off. And now what you're seeing is actually a live video of a drone flying in my backyard. As you can see, nothing is actually going on in the backyard. That's okay, as I expected, but I can still look around. So I can swipe and look left, and I'll take a look at my little barbecue. I can swipe and look right and see what's going on there. I have kind of a driveway behind my house that sometimes there are animals, and I might want to check that out. So I can just basically click this point right here, say Inspect, and you can see the drone will reposition itself in order to find that particular location and send me video from that location to make sure that everything is okay. I take a look at my forest. It's not my forest, but it's a forest. Everything looks to be fine. And so I'm going to send it back. And let me show you that as well. So right there in the center of the frame, you should be able to see the base station. And when I click the land button, the doors are going to open. The drone is going to find its base station. It's going to lock in to our custom landing beacon, and then it's going to slowly descend into its final landing position. The way that we designed the system, it's capable of landing even in really windy, rainy, and snowy days. And you can see it touched down, it slid into its final location, and it basically went off. And you can see now that it is doing all of its self-checks. And if I click this button right here, you could see at the top that Well, it's 93% charged because we only flew for about a minute, so no big deal there. We have full GPS. We actually did have some reasonable winds, about 18 kilometers an hour, but that's okay. You actually, it handled it just fine, and the weather is clear, and it's actually perfectly ready to go again. If I wanted to see that video, actually right here at the top, you can see the event which took place. A bee took off for an inspection. 70 seconds later, the bee landed in the hive. And here's that video of that particular flight. Pretty neat, huh? Now, this system is actually available for pre-order. We announced it earlier this year at CES. We did about 250 demo flights while we were there, and we've been accepting pre-orders on our website. So if you're interested, you can go to sunflowerlabs.com and configure your system. And that's actually, it's something I can show you as well. So here I have a web browser open, and in the web browser, if you go to our home page, you can see how the configuration actually works. So I can just say, configure your system. Great. It will ask me to enter my address. In this case, I'm going to put in, let's just say I'm going to pick a random place somewhere in Switzerland for no reason. Here I have a location, which I think would be perfect for our system. This is not my house. And now this step is configuring your geofence. So essentially, I can just drag this block roughly to where my property is and adjust all the corners in order to match the shape of the property which I want to protect. So in this case, I'm going to outline this property. Again, this is just somebody's random house, so I don't really know who it is. But I can kind of tell that the property extends from here to here to here, and this will create the geofence. Then I can say, where should I place my system? And by choosing the location of the base station, you can also see how long it takes to fly to the different locations. So in this case, it takes about 10 seconds to cover just about everywhere on the property if I place it here, but actually I kind of want it out of the way, so I'm going to place it here. So the furthest we would fly is over to this street, and that will take less than 20 seconds to get there. Next, I will place the sunflowers. So these are our sensors. So I will definitely want one over at the entrances. Maybe there's one here. Maybe there's one here. I'll want one over by my front door. I maybe want one in the back over by this pool. If I want a couple more, you can just add a couple of more. And when you're done, you can basically complete the process. It'll show you the complete price of the system and the pre-order deposit if you would like to secure your system to be shipped as soon as possible. And once you're done, click checkout, and it's complete. So that's all I had to show for today. I hope you give it a chance and check it out on our website. And if you have any questions, we'll be happy to hear from you. Thanks so much.